we've been getting some of our readers to send in questions for you. So we'll ask you some reader questions before we finish. Emer O'Connor on Facebook said to ask you to tell you you're amazing, first of all. And then said, could you ask her, how do you feel winning Eurovision affected the gay community as a whole in a bigger sense? The whole gay community in Europe, do you think it was a positive thing for you to win Eurovision for them?
Well, I hope that most of the people think that it was a positive thing for our community, but I also think, I also hope that all the other people also get their, bits and pieces out of it. I really want to not just fight for my own family, which is the gay community, but I also want to fight for all these people who suffer because they are not the norm. You know what I mean?
Tammy Daly wants to ask you, will Conchita ever lose the beard?
Well, I don't think so.
James Boyle wants to ask you, in your acceptance speech you said tonight is for those who believe in a world of peace and love. Were you sending a message to anyone in particular when you said that?
No, not in particular. To a few people.
David McGinley wants to ask you, if you could duet with any Eurovision contestant, who would it be?
Celine Dion.
Rachel Gibney wants to ask you, how did you feel about the support you got from the other Eurovision acts when you won?
Oh, it was unbelievable. I saw it on YouTube, when I first watched, me winning. So I saw Sienna in the back, and she jumped and applauded. It was just unbelievable, and I think that's so great. And I would have reacted exactly the same, if anyone other had won, I would be, happy for them, because being an artist is a very tough life. The music industry is very tough. So if you have the chance to, or if you get the opportunity to win such a big thing, we all should be happy for one and each other.
Vivian Bannon asks, where do you keep your Eurovision trophy?
I think it's, well, I start with I think. It is in the office of my agent.
And finally, Jacinta Fox asks, will you be making an album?
Yes, I'm working on an album. We don't have a date yet. I don't have a date of release, but I really want to be this album very, very good. So it needs a bit of time.
Thanks for talking to Independent.ie, Conchita.